Today, I am going to take you on an adventure of a lifetime. Join me while I travel to Central America to the country of Belize. So I traveled to Belize with 3 of my girlfriends. Sometimes at our age, in our 50s, our 60s and beyond, we have a lot more opportunities to travel, but some of us don't have husbands, some of us don't have husbands that want to travel. So it's kind of good to just grab some girlfriends and not let that stop us. So we were flying out of Dallas, Texas. It's a direct flight, it's easy. You land in Belize City and you land in this really cute little airport. From there, you go to another plane, a small plane. There were about 12 people on the plane, and it's about a 15-minute flight to our next destination. We landed in San Pedro, which is where we needed to go to eventually get to the villa that we were staying at. And when we land, we were greeted by a boat driver, because from there, we took a boat ride. So he took all our luggage, brought us through the little town, the dirt roads, and then we just went through this little town, got to the boat, and then it was about a 20-minute boat ride to get to her villa. So it was really an experience, so that part was very cool. When the boat arrived at the villa, we were greeted with orchids, a nice cold compress to refresh ourselves, and they had cut out of the trees coconuts. Like, you could see the trees were full of coconuts. So they had just cut it down just before we got there, stuck a straw in it, and we got to drink coconut water. How fresh is that? You don't get fresher than that. So they bring us to the villa. It's a complex that has several villas. I can't remember, maybe 12 or 14 villas. Each one is a different size. My friend's villa is a 5-bedroom, so we had a lot of space. Each of us got to choose the bedroom we wanted to stay in, and we each had our own bathroom, so that was really fun. The master bedroom was beautiful. It had a hammock right outside the door in sort of like an enclosed netted area. Then we had a big kitchen, a big area to just sit in the evenings. We would play games, a nice dining room. So that first night that we arrived, my friend had arranged for a chef to come to the house and cook for us. It was a delight. It was perfection. After traveling, you're tired, you just want to chill, you just want to relax, and to have the chef come right there, cook for you, while you just relax and then have everything cleaned up. It was just the perfect way to start the vacation. And before we go on, just let me tell you about packing. I did a video of how I packed for this trip. I'll leave that there. Just do carry-on only. I highly suggest you only ever do carry-on. One of the girls that came on the trip with us is a flight attendant, and she's like, they are losing bags constantly, even on direct flights. So it's really worthwhile to take the time to learn how to do carry-on only. But even the stuff that I packed, and you'll see in that video, I overpacked. You don't need much. I wore 1 pair of shoes the entire time. My Berkinstock rubber shoes, because the roads are all dirt. You're on the boat all the time, just by the pool, on the boat, walking around the grounds, and then a couple of bathing suits, some cover-up. Oh, one thing you're really gonna want is a hat with a string underneath. So I have one, and I've never used the string. It's one I got off Amazon, really easy to pack. It folds right up beautifully. And I never use the string, but you're on the boat all the time. So when we first got on the boat, they were like, you're gonna wanna hang on to your hats because it's gonna fly off. And I'm like, wait a minute, I got a string. And I just zipped that right up there. Never had a problem with my hat flying off. So you wanna wear a hat because you're on the water all the time. This hat is fantastic. Then the other evenings, we did go out to restaurants. I just brought little sundresses. They're easy to pack. I mean, they went with my rubber Birkenstocks, so they were fine. Nothing's fancy. So just chill, comfortable, relaxed clothes. That's all I ever wore. You know, maybe some cover-ups to bring on the boat, but everything is super chill. I mean, you can walk in anywhere in a bathing suit. Nobody cares. So simple, minimal, casual. That would definitely be the dress code for Belize. So that first day we did a snorkeling excursion. First of all, I want to say that our boat driver, Chocolate, he was amazing. That guy knows of the waters like I've never seen someone know the waters. Like, that is his backyard. That is what he does every day. And he was a great tour guide. We started by following some manatees, and then he stopped the boat. He brought us all into the water. He would just take our arms so that we knew where we were going and just bring us right up to those manatees. They were right there in front of us. It was just such an experience, very cool. Listen, I am someone who actually does not like going in the water. I'm not a water person. I don't like putting my head in the water. That is not my jiggy. But you know what? I just said, Carolyn, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to do it. Just get over it and stick your head in the water. And once I did that, everything just left me. And it was just like relaxing, beautiful. It was so fabulous. It really was amazing. So after we spent a little bit of time swimming around with the manatees, we got back on the boat, and then he drove us to this coral reef. And again, we got out again, and this was, I don't know. I can't explain it to you. I wish I had have had one of those underwater cameras, but it's something you've got to experience. Even if I did show it to you, it's not the same as being there, floating along with the fish. I mean, literally you put your arms out to like swim and you're touching the fish. It's amazing. It is the second largest coral reef in the world. So it is just spectacular. Every kind of fish you could imagine. Beautiful, stunning, fish that glow. Our tour guide, Chocolate, knew where everything was. So he would bring us to, like, you know, there's the octopus. See how he's sleeping. He only comes out at night. So, you know, he could name every fish. If you wanted to see something, like one of my girlfriends was like, I didn't see an eel. I really want to see an eel. He found her an eel. Stingrays, everything. Then we got back in the boat and he took us to another spot where there are sharks. So they're not sharks that eat you. I think they don't have teeth or something. I'm not sure, but they were absolutely harmless. But you got to get up there and touch them. So at first he took my hand and like had me like touch the back of the shark, and it's like bumpy and rough, but I don't even have to do that. I mean, they were just swimming right up next to you. Other fish just swimming around. I mean, you're just surrounded by fish. If you love fish, if you love the water, this is something that you would just dream of. I'm someone who doesn't like the water, and it was incredible. So if you like the water, this is gonna be beyond. And then when we were done with our snorkeling, he took us to a little spot where we could have some lunch. And still, he was able to show us like starfish in the water along the shore, some seahorses. He just knew where everything was, and it was just really fun to have all that pointed out, which you might not have known where to look for it. So he was just great. If you ever go to Belize, find Chocolate. Actually, I'm gonna leave all the information. The people are all so friendly. It was so fun.
Here I am in beautiful Belize. I'm here on a girls' trip just to celebrate my birthday. 60 years on this planet, and this has been a really amazing way to celebrate. So my friends right now are getting a massage. I don't like to sit still. Something about just laying there having someone massage me is not my cup of tea, so that's why I'm here with you, passing the time rather than getting my massage, because that does not call my name. But we have a full packed itinerary.
And I would say the number one key to a successful vacation where you have the best time is who you travel with. I got lucky. I had never traveled with these 3 girlfriends before, and if I loved them before, I love them 100 times more now, because you don't really know someone until you've traveled with them. And I fell in love with them even deeper. That kind of sums up my entire trip. If you have any questions, ask me, because I can ask my friend Jennifer. She has been going there for 22 years. I don't think there's anything she doesn't know about Belize. And I will also leave all the information about the villas. They will set anything up for you that you need ahead of time. Anyways, I have jabbered on long enough. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you had fun coming along with me to Belize. I could only physically go with 3 of my girlfriends, but I wanted to go with all of you. So thanks for coming along, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.